So you did not only book a normal, a regular business or student or even a content pass for DevCom. No, you booked a company package. You receive a virtual booth. But how do you set it up? This I will show you right now. We start up in the lobby again, and as we did before, we will go to the company portal. For this, we click on our profile icon in the upper right-hand corner and then select the company portal. In the company portal, we will select DevCom Developer Conference, and then we can see here our active booth. This only works if we have the admin rights. If you do not see the admin rights, and once you click on the active booth, do not see an edit button, please go to our tutorial to claim edit rights and change the company information to find out how. The link is in the description. So we can see we have our booth. And now we can click on edit. Here I can now change the name of the booth. I can upload a thumbnail. I can change the style of the color, maybe some pretty purple. You can see it changes here, the upper right hand corner, and we can also change the text color. Maybe white looks better here. Then we will upload 2 logos. The first logo will be found here on the right side where the text sits. The other one will be here on the upper left hand corner. So especially here on the dark background, a little icon works much better than a big wordmark logo if you have one. As always in Pine, square logos with the transparent background are best. I can also add a description for the booth. This does not have to be the same one as for the company, because maybe you just want to advertise one of your games instead of everything that your company does. Then we can also set up some social profiles. We can add our Instagram, for example. And it will automatically recognize that it's an Instagram link if you also put in the HTTPS to the beginning of the URL. Then you can share products. This is simply links to your website. Then we can add the members. Members are people who will be visible as members of the booth, on the booth, as well as people who could stream if you have booked streaming as part of the company package. I will select myself here. Then handouts. These can be files. For example, I could choose my speaker presentation or any handout that I would like to send out to people. A good idea here could be, for example, also a demo for a game. Media files are very interesting. You have multiple options here. Media will be displayed here on the left side of your booth. For example, you could upload an image, a video, audio file to this section. You could link to other media services or even include an RTMP link. What I will be using right now is I will include a YouTube link. You could use this, for example, to show a trailer. So I will click custom link or other media services. I will type in a name that I have selected for the video so I can easily recognize it. I will put in the URL and then I can select if this is embedded live stream or not. For example, I could restream a Twitch or YouTube live stream with this feature enabled. Then I will click submit and it will appear here. I could add other files like video files directly, for example. Once I have created media in here, I can also add a playlist. This will be my standard playlist. For example, something that I would like to be looped all the time when I'm not at my booth. So therefore, I will create this as a playlist that can only be stopped manually. If you would like to just have some advertisement for a certain product in between all of this that you just want to trigger manually, you should not click this button. I can now add the files that I have previously uploaded into the media tab. So we'll select my puppy video and add it. I can add as many videos as I want, and with this button I can also drag and drop it into the right order. I will click save. So now you can see I have my media here, I have my playlist. Also, something very good that you can do here is create an offer, a call to action button. It will sit on the bottom right hand corner of your booth and it's really an eye catcher. This is what it looks like as a standard. In order to change this emoji icon, you can either press the Windows button and the dot on Windows or Control, Command and space on Mac. Now I can select any emoji I can dream of. So confetti in a pumpkin it is. I can edit a name, cool stuff, more information. And I can also add a label here. For example, I would like people to sign up to my newsletter, sign up to a demo, or even download it. I will put in the name here and create a URL. Again, the people get sent to when they click on the button. And last, I can also change the colors that I want this field to have. So it's a fade from left to right. You can select both colors, and it will hopefully look very pretty according to your company standards. You can click submit, and then it's created. And you also have a preview here already of how it will look like. The last thing you can add here to your booth is the agenda. Do you want to highlight certain things that are happening in your booth, like maybe a Q&A session or a live Let's Play? Just do that here. You can add here the name of the activity. You can add a date. They even have a calendar. So I want to do this on the 25th at 7:45 p.m. It lasts until 8:45 p.m. And once I'm ready, I will click the plus. Now this is listed in my agenda. Also, we can show the viewer counter to everyone that goes to the booth, or we can hide it with the press of this button. Once we're happy here, we will go and click Save in the upper right-hand corner. Now I want to look like, what does the booth even look like? And I can do this by going here, back to Virtual Booth, and click Open Booth. With this, I now see everything that I did. Here is the small logo on the black background, and here on the right side, we would have another logo. Then here I can see the description of my booth, as well as all the social media links that I have created. I can see what is up next on my agenda, which will be my Q&A, and here I have the handout of my speaker presentation that I have uploaded previously. Lastly, this is the call to action button with a link that I want people to follow. The agenda is also visible when people click on this icon here on the top right side, then they'll simply get a list of everything that's happening on your booth. Other information that can be found here is the members of the booth, which is just me. There is a chat where I can type things. People can also create polls here and mention you. This will be highlighted here. Lastly, there's the media tab. This tab is only available to members of the booth. Here I can press play to start a certain video or file that I have. I could set it as default, which means it would be looping all the time, and I do not have to start it again manually. This would also work for a picture, for example. And then I have the playlists, where I have my looping images together. I can press play here. Please keep in mind that picture galleries, picture playlists will not work. So now I have my playlist looped. If I'm at the booth or not, people will see this awesome video of this corgi jumping into a pool. But I might also have purchased some stream time with my package. How do I utilize that? That's very easy. You click here on Go Backstage, and the window will transform. Now I have two options here. I can either go online via browser, where I select my video camera and my microphone, or I can do this via an RTMP link. For this, you would need an additional software, like for example OBS Studio or XSplit, and you can set up your stream there. This is a bit more elaborate, but also more fancy. You could easily stream games with this option. I will now join via browser, as it's easier for me right now. So I click join here, and also my colleagues can do that, so we can do this together. Again, here on the bottom, I can toggle my camera or even the microphone. Maybe I do not want to be heard at this moment. And I can also share my screen with people. Once I am ready, I can click go live, and then I will be live to the public. It's then useful to have the chat open to communicate with people and talk and answer to their question. Once I'm finished with streaming, here the button again will say go offline. And then I can also leave the backstage room again.